like a pro, like a pro. Yeah, I'm trading like a pro, like a pro, like a pro. Making profit like a pro,
like a pro. Time to let them know. Bank on the phone, no, I don't need a loan, cause I'm trading like a pro.
We getting paid, we getting paid, we getting paid, Stacking that money from the trades,
Ay, we getting paid, we getting paid, we getting paid, Stacking that money, I'ma teach you how to trade like a pro.
Wait for the best opportunity to execute. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Wait for the best opportunity to execute whatever you're studying at the moment. Use it to your advantage by executing at the best possible opportunity. Use it to your advantage, right? So you got to create this data and then put it in a way, organize it in a way to use it to your advantage. That's what we're going to be doing all throughout the year. We're going to be taking this data that I'm personally collecting, and whatever you're collecting, share it with me in the community or whatever. And then we're gonna make this, create an edge from it. In the Forex market, you got to be sharp, because most of the time you only get one chance. You only get one chance to execute on these trades. One chance. Once you miss that, see, I'm gonna go over GBP USD. So I have my area marked where I'm only interested in entering into this sale at this level. If it don't hit that level, who cares? I'm shutting the laptop down. I don't care. Because it's my fault that I was sitting up here talking to my wife about, life and different situations, which I'm not belittling. We had a great conversation, but it was my fault that I didn't have the chart marked up on the side. I was giving my wife undivided attention. I wasn't trying to open the computer up. I had in my mind, I was going to mark up the chart, see what Robert was talking about with the trade setup after I was done talking to my wife. I'm trying to do better as a husband, because the Forex takes so much of my time. When I do engage in conversation, I want that 100% to be to my wife or whoever I'm talking to. Because when I go into this Forex stuff, don't bother me. Do not bother me. Please, well, I don't mean to sound harsh, but please don't bother me. You feel me? Please don't. So, because I'm trying to focus and get this money. One wrong move, I'm in 50 pip drawdown. You feel me? So, you only got one chance. And I saw the trade that he sent out, and I was like, yo, dang, I missed it. And the old ways try to come back inside of me. The old ways try to come back up and be like, yo, don't miss this trade. Get in, man. This thing gonna drop at least 10 more pips from where it's at. I'm like, nah, bro, that's not what I'm teaching the team. I can't be no hypocrite. I told y'all I'm about to turn up this discipline. So I waited. So yeah, that's the difference between a skilled trader and a average trader. They wait for the odds. So I waited till the odds was in my favor on GBP USD for London. I waited. But that's what we always do. That's why we wait. That's why we trade the way we trade, because we wait for the odd enhancers. We wait for odd enhancers. We use the currency heat wave. If you want to know what our odd enhancers are, go through our recorded library, because all of that is our methods, our odd enhancers. We talk about Fibonacci. That's an odd enhancer. We talk about trendline breaks. That's with the friction points. I talked about that a couple weeks ago. When the friction points are broken, that's an odd enhancer. We put all of that together. Now, we don't put all of them together at once most of the time. We, one or two together, boom, that's good. Sometimes we get all three of them. That's when we really go for it and try to catch runners. But most of the time, when it's like one or two odd enhancers put together, boom, we catch our goals and we out the market. All right, because you don't want to waste your chance by jumping into the first possible trade. You don't want to do that, because when you jump in that first possible trade, it was kind of iffy. It looked kind of good. That's why you jumped in it, but it was still kind of iffy. All the odd enhancers weren't there, and something made you jump on it. You know the feeling. You know the vibe. You don't want to jump on it, because now then you go over to GBP USD, and you see that boy taking off. You're like, oh, I'm in this trade. I'm losing. I'm in drawdown in this trade, and I see GBP odd or Euro odd. Let's say Robert call out GBP USD. You jump in it prematurely. Then I call out EUR odd. That's taking off. You in heavy drawdown on the GBP USD. Now you're like hesitant to jump in the Euro odd, or it's not smart to jump in there because you already in drawdown. So don't, you know what I mean? You got to wait. And we're going to keep talking about this, executing according to the plan. We're going to talk about it. But you don't want to be in that, like, that mindset. You don't want to be trapped in that. Because most of the time, you just got to really just stick out that trade that you got in early. And you got to start thinking about, am I going to take a loss? Am I going to cut my losses short in this trade? Wait for a better entry? Am I going to hold it? Like, you got to think about all of these things. So you can't even really focus on euro odd because you in trouble on GBP USD. So we wait for the odds to be overwhelmingly in our favor. That give us the chance. So now when you do that, the risk to reward is great. Now you're with a clear mindset. I'm going to show you. I'm like, yo, when this thing retests, I'm going to take this sell. And if it breaks back inside the zone, cool, no problem. I'm going to be happy with cutting my losses short. I'm going to be very aware of where I'm at in the market. And I know what happens when the market usually closes back inside the zone. So I had a clear mindset. I was at peace if I lost it, and I was really at peace if I won it. I was in a great space, and that felt amazing. It felt amazing, but I only got into that beautiful space of trading when I waited for the odds were in my favor, when I waited for the odds to be in my favor. And I did not waste my chance by jumping into the first trade, which when the impulse move, when it broke out that zone to the bottom, I did not waste my opportunity on that. Execute according to the plan then. Let's talk about it. The time to think about what could happen and what you would do in an alternate scenario is over now. The zones are there, the Fibonacci markups are there, the trend line is there, the wedge pattern, whatever you have is there. Now the market is moving, and it's not time to think about an alternate scenario. That was when it was not moving during, JPY session, the yen session, the Tokyo. That was the time to think about alternate scenarios. That was the time. But when 1 o'clock come and 3 o'clock come and the market is moving now, that different type of vibe. The market is moving. You can see them spreads bouncing from 1 to 3. The candles is moving. Heart beating, for all my beginners. It's not time to deal with that. Oh, what if I do this? And then when it gets to the zone, I don't know if I should take it. Oh man, this look good, but I'm not sure. That time is over. It's about doing what needs to be done at that moment. It's about doing what needs to be done. Thank you for tuning in to my podcast, Pip Talk, with none other than your boy Jay Wayne. For more Pip Talk and videos on how to become a successful trader, subscribe and like and share this video. Until next time, let's make this money, baby. Peace.